The pop rock icon James Taylor was spot on when he said, "I've seen fire and I've seen rain."
I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end.
Happy to have you along, my fellow Americans. I'm Sam Bushman with another Liberty RoundTable Live short video brought to you by PrepStartsNow.com. When you have an emergency, make some urgency and prepare your family, please. PrepStartsNow.com. Let me give you a couple of weather-related headlines. 7.3 magnitude earthquake off Alaska coast, tsunami warning issued. The quake struck about 50 miles south of Sandpoint on the Alaska Peninsula. Hopefully everyone's okay with that, but they say it was a non-populated area, so that's a blessing and a half. Next headline, Grand Canyon North Rim closed amid raging wildfires. Next headline, quote, storm tracker system could bring heavy rain to Florida. We all know about the crazy floods happening in Texas, right? Well, now Congresswoman Greene wants to put legislation in place that says, hey, you can't modify the weather. They mock her, say she's a conspiracy nut, a wacko. People are wondering about the floods because there was cloud seeding in Texas literally 2 days before the out-of-control floods. Scientists are saying it's not possible for the cloud seeding or weather manipulation to really matter. It had nothing to do with it, but they lie, ladies and gentlemen, and their lies are catching up with them. Here's the evidence that I provide. You make up your own mind, okay? Cloud seeding was employed by the U.S. military during the Vietnam War. It was called Operation Popeye, Popeye, Operation Popeye, with a goal to extend the monsoon season and cripple the enemy infrastructure. It turned out successful back in 1971. This operation literally caused severe floods in North Vietnam. That was in 71. The international community at the time condemned this act, so much so that it led to the 1979, they call it the Environmental Modification Convention. ENMOD is the initials for that deal. They say it bans military use of weather modification internationally, right? Currently, cloud seeding is being used in the U.S. without significant oversight, raising concerns about its effects and the potential for misuse by private and or international entities. What about the military? Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene has proposed legislation to stop this weather manipulation. And now Liberty Counsel, LC.org, our dear friends Matt Staver and crew, are advocating for federal action against unregulated weather manipulation, citing risks to the environment and national security. Amen. Now, 50 years later, folks, they want you to believe that, hey, weather modification doesn't really matter. They don't have the ability to steer hurricanes. They don't have the ability to start wildfires. They don't have the ability to cloud seed and make it rain. Well, the company that did the cloud seeding 2 days before the big floods in Texas, the company is called Rainmaker. You wonder why, huh? They are using weather as weather warfare. To what extent? Who's doing it? How far advanced is it? We don't have the answers to those things. But let's quit calling us conspiracy nuts. They did that when it was UFOs, and now the CIA even admits that we were right all along. We're right about cloud seeding and weather modification and weather warfare as well. Let's get answers. The only way we'll get answers is for the American people to demand answers and fire. Let's use Donald Trump's term, you're fired, right?
You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
Fire those who will not help us get those answers. Cloud seeding, weather warfare is real. Make no mistake about it. And if you don't believe me, go study Operation Popeye and Vietnam by our U.S. government using weather warfare back in 1971. And when they researched it, for decades have they been tampering with the weather, even before 1971. They've been at it well over 50 years. What can they do today? I'm Sam Bushman. That's another Liberty Roundtable Live short video. God save our republic.